So in today's video, I wanted to show you 3 other things you can do with your Ninja Creami gelatos and sorbets that are all just sitting in the freezer waiting to be eaten. All 3 are delicious. Let's get on to do the first one. Homemade lemonade blueberry float. So first we're going to start with our sugar and our water and get that combined, and then add the zest of 1 large lemon. You can do this in a microwave, but I've decided to put this in a pan and heat it up on the top. Let's get everything in that pan. What we're trying to do is dissolve the sugar and open the pores of that lemon zest to allow that oil to flood out into our simple syrup. So on heat, 5 minutes, medium temperature, just get that process going. We're not trying to heat this up really anything past 30-35 Celsius, which is this in Fahrenheit. And whilst that's heating up, let's juice 2 large lemons. And as our simple syrup comes off the hob, we can then combine the 2. We can now combine everything together along with 200 milliliters of cold water. I don't know why, but adding cold water to it makes it taste slightly different. I don't know the science behind it, but it does. So it tastes much better doing it this way than adding all the water in at the start. So in that goes. This is a cloudy lemonade, so a natural lemonade. I'm going to leave the zest in here because I quite like seeing that in there. If you don't, then strain it out in a fine mesh sieve. But for now, what we can do is pop that in a container. And that now can go in the fridge to completely chill down for about an hour or 2. So we've got our fancy glass for our lemonade float. So let's get some in there, about halfway full. Don't want any more than that. Let's get in there with our blueberry sorbet. As our sorbet starts to melt in our base, and you will get a blueberry lemonade float. Gorgeous blueberry sorbet. Blueberry and lemon is a classic combination. Absolutely can use like champagne or Prosecco. Those bubblies will really work. This homemade lemonade is a perfect combination. Plus it's something that your kids can have as well at a dinner party. Don't forget the kids, they enjoy the theatrics of a dinner party as well. There's number 1 done. This is delicious. Let's move on to number 2. A really simple one, an affogato. So the next one is using our peach gelato from last week. Without any of the add-ins, we're simply going to pop that in our Ninja Creami container. In that goes. Process the whole thing. You can just do half if you're using a deluxe. If not, then just process on to gelato setting. It actually does the same thing as the ice cream setting. So let's get that going. Let's get a scoop of that into our bowl. And we're going to pour hot espresso straight over the top. And that simply gives us a gorgeous roasted peach affogato. Let's try this together. Oh, that's glorious. That dense peach gelato. Obviously in the Ninja Creami, doesn't have that overrun, so it creates this beautiful dense texture. Hot espresso poured over the top. Make sure you choose a coffee flavor that suits you. And you've got those bitter caramel tones coming out from that peach, the brown sugar, the roasted flesh. It's a glorious combination, super easy. You can do this with absolutely anything. Some ice creams work much better than others. Traditionally, it's just vanilla, but you can do basically any flavor you like. You can also use flavored coffee if that's your kind of thing. So this is another really easy one to do. Let's move on to the last one. The last one, we're going to bake some thin almond cookies. So we're going to get the oven heated up to 350 Fahrenheit, which is, I think, 175 Celsius. With our butter here, we're going to put it on heat and brown it off slightly so those milk solids start to caramelize. Won't take long. Keep an eye on it. Don't let it burn. Whilst that's doing that, let's weigh out the rest of our ingredients. Quick sip of this. Oh, that blueberry lemonade. Oh, perfect. Into here, we're going to add 55 grams of our dark brown sugar, 25 grams of just plain old white sugar. Here I've got 100 grams of all-purpose or plain flour. We're going to use almond extract. We need a little bit of salt and egg white. So let's separate an egg. What will happen with your butter as you're browning it is it will foam up like mad. Keep swirling it around. That foam is the indication that our solids are separating from our liquids. And now we're going to start that browning process. Keep an eye on it from now on. It's going to go quick. With our butter browned, beautiful color under there, what we're going to do is add in our sugars and stir everything together. We're going to add our egg white. This is a whole medium to large egg white. It's 30 grams. That is the exact amount that you need, 30 grams. So that's going to go in like that. So with that in, now we're going to go in with our almond extract, and we're going to use about 1 to 2 grams, not a lot, because we don't want this overpowering our ice cream. So in that goes like that. Our salt, which is about 0.5 gram, so basically just a pinch. That's going to boost the flavor of that almond extract and counter that peach gelato that we're putting in here as well. So finally, in goes our flour. Get that all mixed together, all over the worktop. That, you know, if you've watched this channel long enough, that happens every single week. So I'm not going to try and hide it. It is what it is. So what we've got now is we've got this beautiful cookie dough forming. Now what we're going to do, a little bit of kitchen foil. We're going to empty our cookie dough out onto here and pop it into the refrigerator for about an hour. We want it to be nice and cold. Like so. So let's just let that cool down for a bit, and then we'll come back and make our cookies. With our cookie dough now chilled down, let's unfold that. Bit of parchment underneath. Let's roll this out. We want to go quite thin with this, and we're going to pop this back in the refrigerator just for 10 minutes before we cut and then bake. This is a 3-inch round, and just cut these out. Actually going to use a little bit of pumpkin spice over the top, not a lot, just enough. Pumpkin spice uses, you know, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, ginger. These are going to go in now for about 10 minutes. Keep an eye on it, depending on how thick you are. These are about 3 to 4 millimeters thick, no thicker, otherwise we're going to get chewy. We want these quite crispy, so in the oven they go. Cookies are cooled down. They are gorgeous, nice brown sugar cookies. Let's get a scoop of our gelato on to one of them. For aesthetics, just gently push down with your palm, and nice and slow so you don't break the cookie. And then what you have is a perfect ice cream sandwich or Sammy, depending on where you're from. Let's get a nice shot of that. A beautiful, oh, like smell of that cookie. That pumpkin spice goes perfectly with gelato. Similar kind of flavor profiles because we've got that warm cooked brown sugar going on in there. We've got those roasted caramelized notes coming through from the Maillard reaction within the roasting of those peaches. Let's dive in. Absolutely stunning. Those cookies needed that crunch. I started baking them about 8 to 10 minutes, but they ended up just a little bit too soft. And if you make these ahead of time, you pop them back in the freezer, you've got this perfect texture of the cookie so that you can bite down on it. It doesn't all squeeze out, but you get that crunch of the cookie as well. Just a tiny little bit of almond coming through, not too much so it overtakes that peach flavor. Honestly, this is the best ice cream sandwich I've had in a long time. 3 wonderful ways to use Ninja Creami ice cream, gelato, or sorbet that's in your freezer. If you want something different to just a scoop in a bowl, hope you give one of these a try. If you give any of them a try, give this one a try. But the blueberry lemonade float was beautiful. Really enjoyed that. The affogato is always a winner for me. Thanks ever so much, and I'll see you folks